back again, episode number 4, season 2, episode number 4. We went to the beach in between episodes, and we're back. I've got a nice tan.
I've got the same clothes on.
I am bright and white as always. If you're checking this out, we're on YouTube. We are putting up videos.
What's the page?
To offload, to the pick. I don't know.
So we can't even plug our own stuff.
You can look at it. So you can look at it on the YouTube. You look on YouTube, type in to offload, to the pick, and our page will come up, and it'll have all our videos on there.
Fancy.
Current videos that we're running, we don't have a whole lot. We're in the process. I think season 1, I'm going to adjust this microphone real quick. So in season 1, we didn't really film a whole lot. I think we filmed on the Flat Earth still.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Stoughton? I don't remember. Flat Earth guy. Hey, if you're still watching, appreciate it. I doubt he is. But we were talking about the Flat Earth thing for a while, so we got some videos. We want to put that up just to really get more feedback from people, see what people thought, and it really did pretty well. So these videos that we're putting up now are going to be just the general podcast. You're going to see the background changing. We're probably going to get a green screen because there's a lot of things we want to put up. We want to put up videos and pictures of people we talk about. Tom Cruise. Let's talk about Tom Cruise. 2 seconds of Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise, there's videos on YouTube you can watch where Tom Cruise, they're talking about the stunts that he does and how this guy goes above and beyond. And I like to have that stuff right here so you can see the videos.
Yeah, and he's 60, what is he, 60 something?
I think the last time they said when he broke his ankle, dirt fell out, so he's kind of getting old, but he's still doing all his own stunts. He's been hurt a lot.
He's got those magic powers.
I think they said the number one, give me the number one, who's the
powers.
number one movie star who's probably been hurt more than anybody else?
Tom Cruise?
No.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
No.
Crinkle Dink Snicker Snatch?
No. Jackson Chan. Mr. Jackie Chan. Jackson Chan. So Jackie Chan has been hurt more than anybody doing movies. I mean, there have been some people who have been killed doing stunts, but he's done his own stunts for years, since the 70s. And so they were, they talk a lot about how Jackie Chan and Tom Cruise are running the same crowd as far as doing their own stunts. Hollywood apparently doesn't want these people to do them.
So we're going to put stuff up here as we talk about it?
Sure,
so
why not?
Chris Hemsworth shirtless?
No, we're not putting up Thor.
Why?
I'm not putting up Crims.
Why?
I'm not putting up Crims Hemsworth. No,
He put him and his brother up.
No. I'm not putting little Thor in there. He married somebody.
Yeah, I saw that.
He married somebody. I don't know. Good luck to him.
Bradley Cooper shirtless from A-Team?
I think he married Miley Cyrus.
No, I don't think it was that.
Yes.
Well, hold on.
I about guaranteed you he married Miley Cyrus. That chick sings like, and she's horrible. I mean, no offense, Miley Cyrus, but your singing's, not the best.
Liam Hemsworth's wife. Keep vamping.
Yeah. I don't know.
He did marry Miley Cyrus.
I told you he married Miley Cyrus, and I was just like, what? So
how did that happen?
I don't know.
It's way better looking than her.
I don't scales. I'm not scales. I don't know scale. I don't do scales on guys. You can do it. I'm
fine with it.
But no, so I saw that the last week that he married her, and I was like, what in the world's going on? I mean, you love who you want to love and marry who you want to marry, right? That's what the world tells you. So
that's what we're in.
Do whatever. But it's really just an odd pairing because she's gone through some really weird phases in her life. But,
yes.
I really don't want to talk about the movie star people because they don't really care about me. No. They're not sitting around talking about Brad and John. Did you see the latest podcast? Those guys Brad is so funny.
Good looking.
I don't know. Yeah. Hey, what's up?
So we really don't have much to talk about. So
we do. We have a little bit of stuff to talk about. Yeah. The criminal entertainment system?
Something.
Oh,
I don't know. Probably.
So the nerd tech this week, this is going to be a little bit of a nerd. We're limited. You got to remember everything we talk about. We only know so much.
Yeah,
so
we see a headline and we pretty much read the headline and we're like, oh, let's talk about that.
I think sometimes we should talk about things just so people will correct us.
Yeah.
So if you want to correct us, you can put it in the comments below on YouTube. There's a subscribe button down there. I would encourage you to hit that. We need 1,000 of those.
Yeah.
So hit the subscribe button. There's a little bell there you can hit too, and it notifies you when we put up a new episode. So add those too. Over here, if you subscribe, we've got T-shirts and hats. I'm kidding. We don't have any of that stuff. I saw a video of those guys doing that. We got T-shirts and hats, and we ain't got none of that. So
we had a T-shirt.
No, we do have a T-shirt. I can get you a T-shirt if you want a T-shirt. So Mom, you want a shirt? Let me know.
So the biggest thing that I heard from CES is the Samsung 219-inch TV.
Talk about it.
The people were calling it the wall.
219 inch.
Yeah, they're calling it the wall. And so one of the ways to install this should be to just remove the drywall in your house and just
put a wall up.
Yeah, nail it to the studs.
All right, so let's slow down.
219 inch.
I know. Let's slow down for a second. So At what point does a TV become too big?
That is almost 20 feet.
I've been looking at the 65, 75. Not I'm going to buy them. I've just been curious about them, but they look too big for my house. I mean, I've got a pretty big size, a large basement here. I could put them in here, and I think a 65-inch TV would still be too much.
Yeah. No, 65 in here is too big.
If I were to put it on one end,
and you set on the other end,
that way back here, yeah. But 219 inches, what are you doing with that? That's for something like stadiums and sports arenas, and
almost 20 feet.
Yeah, but I mean, again, that's only for the price. Did you ever hear the price on it?
Over $100,000.
Over $100,000.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nuts.
They also have a 75-inch micro LED. I don't know what that means, but it's probably pretty expensive. And, they have 8K TVs that are available now. Not everybody's even come across 4K yet. I mean, I know I'm not adopted to 4K.
No,
I'm usually what they call an early adopter.
Yo, this video is shot in 1080p HD. Ain't no 4K. If you're looking for some Ks, ain't none up in here.
The 4K, there's not enough sources of 4K yet.
Right. Well, they started off with Blu-ray and DVD, did the same thing.
Yeah, there's not enough sources.
Right.
My mom was talking about buying a 4K TV, and
My mom?
Yeah, my mom.
Oh, your mom.
I asked her why, and she said because that's the latest and greatest. I said, but you don't have any 4K outputs. Nothing. You're gonna spend $500 extra on a TV.
But that's what Americans do.
Yeah. Well, I talked her out of it.
They did the same thing when they did the TVs with the 3D, right? You did 3D movies, and everyone's like, "Ooh,
yeah,
3D!"
Who bought that garbage?
Nobody would buy that junk, right? 3D TVs.
I told you I'm an early adopter. I like that stuff.
You get it from your mom. It's obvious. Your mom said she wants to be one of the first ones of 4K.
As a relatively adult person now, relatively adult.
So what you're talking about is responsibility laden.
No, I still want a bad A TV.
I don't care.
And I'm going to get one, but I want to get the 4K output first,
right?
So I can take advantage of the bad A TV.
So how long do you think? I mean, I know YouTube is doing some 4K videos.
They are.
You can watch some 4K stuff on there. It doesn't really do any good if you don't have a 4K monitor or 4K
right.
TV, so it's kind of pointless. And eventually, I think the technology will catch up with.
It's just like 1080.
Yeah, it's running behind, but it'll catch up. Everything will be 4K.
Basically, it's going to be once the next evolution comes out, like the 8K or whatever is after 4K.
You can't even hardly see 4K.
The 4K will be so inexpensive that everybody will get that.
Yeah, I'm still going to be over there trying to get the 65-inch OLED. At $200-$300.
I'm going to be over there turning my dials to 2, 8, and 12,
and your tuner
UVHF or UHF.
Well, that says a lot about how old we are. I remember when TV was black and white, and you had bunny ears, and you didn't. There was no.
I think when I was like 8 or 9, I got a 19-inch black and white TV for Christmas.
We didn't have. We had a TV in the house, but we didn't watch TV till I was about 15 years old. I mean, we on and off through the years we did, and it was kind of a religious thing. But I remember being a kid, my mom and dad had one of the small, it was little, black and whites. And me and my brother would get up on Saturday morning because that was your cartoon day, and you'd go in there and you'd find your cartoons and whatever. So, yeah, I remember struggling through them TV years. That was, man, that was rough. That was interesting. Then your first video game systems come with the UHF plugs to go in the back, and you would get your little Atari or whatever hooked up to it and play. And
the red, white, and yellow.
Blue, America, rock, flag, and eagle. So.
Again, we're going to work that in every episode.
Anytime we say red, white, and blue, America, we talk about America, we're always going to say it's from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, if you hadn't seen it.
Big fan.
Yeah, so speaking on that, and this
we got space stuff.
We got space stuff.
We're back on Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, yeah, love some Elon Musk. I think the guy is pretty incredible. So this week he unveiled a picture of his largest new creation. It's a cigarette-shaped spaceship. There's a picture of it right here. Look at this thing. It's incredible. It's pretty awesome.
I'm not impressed.
He's not impressed, but I put a picture of it right there so you can see it. But he's calling it a Starship. It's a massive Starship test rocket. They're going to fly around the Earth, I think, or something with it. But they plan on going to Mars. This is what they're going to ride, drive, fly. I don't know. They're going to take it to Mars.
Hopefully they don't ride it.
So they're going to take it, and they're going to put their people in it, and they're going to go to Mars, and he wants to colonize Mars, which I think seems to be quite an ambitious goal. I would think you wouldn't go into outer space until everybody on the planet was able to eat food, and you'd eradicated a lot of disease. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we still got countries where people are poor and they don't have water to drink, so it seems a little strange that we want to fly to a planet that has absolutely nothing on it. Hey, let's go live there. Okay, well, fine. Why don't you just go live in the desert somewhere? I mean, I don't get it.
I don't either. I'm silent on this one. I really don't care.
You're not a space guy. He doesn't.
No,
I love space.
I love space, but
Absolutely.
I just don't care what Elon Musk does. I think most of his stuff that he says he's doing, it's never going to pan out.
He did the flamethrower episode 1.
Yeah. You've seen videos of that?
Yes, I have seen videos of the flamethrower.
Hot garbage.
They're
and
awesome.
I mean it literally.
Say what you
they
want.
Are hot garbage.
That flamethrower is pretty cool.
I
It
can
doesn't
do the same
much.
thing with a
hairspray.
Yeah,
you
lighter.
could. You really could, because it's not a.
It's not a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower. It throws a 3-4 foot flame.
It is a pile of hot $500 hot garbage.
It's a blowtorch, is what it is.
It matches right up with the way I think of Elon Musk.
Why?
He never. He
does all kinds of stuff. Look at
what
Tesla.
What is it? Yeah.
Tesla?
What about it?
Tesla? I'm just going to keep saying it. Tesla?
What about it?
You're saying he didn't do anything, but he made Tesla. He built Tesla.
He made an electric car. People have electric cars.
The very best electric car in the world right now.
That's opinion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It is absolutely.
And he didn't do it.
That's okay. Let's talk about this. We're going to hit this. This is more politics, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, we're going to drag you into a little bit of capitalism versus socialism here. But capitalism, we're both very somewhat capitalistic. We're capitalistic in mind. Elon Musk got called out on Twitter by somebody who said, you should take all that money you have and you should, I don't know, donate it to somebody. It was just a really off the cuff type of deal where somebody's trying to blame a rich guy, and so he's like, well, I have a company where I've provided jobs and I've provided this and I provided that. What have you done? And the other guy had done nothing, so he didn't say nothing.
No.
But I think, in this regard, I think, he didn't build the Teslas, but he had the ingenuity and the drive to get it done. That's what business is all about.
Mostly, he had the money.
Yeah, and you got to have the capital. If you don't have the capital, you're not building anything.
But I mean, so his SpaceX going to Mars.
Going to Mars.
That's like a pipe dream. It's
not a pipe dream.
That is way out.
You could have told me 25 years ago that he would never be sending a rocket into or that a private shareholder is going to start launching rockets into outer space, and I would have told you there's no way. The government's not going to allow that to happen because NASA's there. The government wants to control airspace. They'll never give somebody that permission. And here he is. He's actually launching satellites for the government. I mean, he's doing this is a perfect example, and it is a political thing, but this is the perfect example of privatizing something and allowing the public to deal with it versus the government. Because NASA's had millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and they were shooting up something every 2 years. I mean, it's crazy.
I agree with that part of it, but Elon Musk is more like he's more of a celebrity than he is.
Sure, I think right now he is. He's living off that celebrity.
He's living a celebrity life, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem like those two worlds should match up.
We're going to have the same thing because eventually this show is going to make $40 a year, and then we're going to be living
$40.
Oh yeah, we're going to be living the high life, son.
Doubling up.
So what you going to? I mean, what you going to do? You're going to be able to go to the big can. You're going to go to the big can.
Big cans. I just do 2 of those.
Those big cans. I used to buy a couple of those, and I never understood why I bought it. I'm like, I drank half of it, and I couldn't drink any more.
Yeah, I drink 2 of these a day. That's my two a day. I drink 2 of those a day.
Okay. So anyway, this really awesome spaceship I want to put up again. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It looks 1950s. It's got that big retro look to it. It's
looks like something from Fallout.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because it doesn't look like a normal spaceship you would see. But I think it's at some level you have to encourage people to dream a little bit and to want to do things.
Sure, but I think he's gaining some notoriety and some celebrity from just his dreams, things that haven't even come close to happening yet.
That's true. I mean, but if he doesn't put anything on the ground, on paper, if he doesn't produce anything, his dreams are no better than anybody else's.
Right. So, but he's got the money to at least pursue those dreams.
Right, and this is, to
me,
on some level. And he's saying by 2020, this is 2019, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know. He's saying by 2020 they're going to try and shoot something at Mars. Whether it's unmanned,
I'd shoot something at Mars right now.
Whether it's unmanned, whether it's manned, I don't know. But he's going to try and send something to Mars because they want. I don't even understand why we want to go there so bad.
So what I was saying about him gaining notoriety off of celebrity,
right?
This is what we're doing now.
We're gaining notoriety off of his celebrity.
No. His dreams are to dominate space or whatever. Our dreams, mine was to have a podcast.
Yeah.
And whether it's successful or not,
And that's the honest truth, and that is a real reality of this, right? Because there's everybody. YouTube is full of people. The Podbean is where we have our podcast hosted, is full of podcasts. I mean, there's millions of these things. Apple, you go in there and they're everywhere. So the chances of becoming famous are pretty slim.
I think we're about 10 years too late.
Yeah, we're way behind on this curve.
And this is something we talked about this on episode 1 last season.
Yeah.
It's something we talked about like 8 years ago.
Yeah, we could have been at the cutting edge of this, but neither one of us had the finances to make it happen.
No, neither one of us really had the drive either.
I'm not quite sure we still have the drive.
No, with the 8-month break between seasons,
we did take kind of a break there, so I'm not going to blame that on me. So,
I think it was about 50-50.
Oh yeah, it surely was 75-25. So anyway, I think that's really awesome. I'm looking forward to going into outer space. I'm looking forward to going to Mars. I can't wait till they get a hyperdrive and I can fly to Pluto and apologize to that guy for not being a planet anymore because that's a jerk move. I just think there's so much.
Racist.
It's horrible. I mean, kick him out. He's still out there floating around, poor little guy. So in the future, I'm looking forward to the future when I'm 100 and. So do you ever think, let's go on a little side track of all of that. So in all the advancements in technology, there's advancements in healthcare too. Healthcare brought to you by nobody.
Nope.
Nobody. I'm not promoting anybody. Healthcare, you're the worst. Insurance companies, you're absolutely the worst. If you're watching this show, you're going to agree with me that you hate paying insurance every month to have no service available or have to pay out of your pocket every time you go. It's a scam. But the idea there is that they're spending money to make our lives better. They're going to produce things that help us to live longer, to make us look younger, to grow our hair back, whatever it is. Do you think there's a day in the future where they actually have the ability to make a human being live well beyond 100 years old?
Yes. I think we're basically there now.
Basically where people can live past 100.
Yeah, that happens way more often than it did even 10 years ago.
That's
I don't have any
true.
I don't have any stats, of course.
I love your data. Love the numbers you've brought to this. So I'm going to say 75% of people wait a minute.
I bet the average age of Americans in the last 10 years have gone up.
The lifespan.
Not average age.
I think the male lifespan is still at 72. I think that's the topping out point.
Let me see.
Look it up because I'm pretty sure it's still at 72.
Hey, Siri.
But I about guarantee anybody.
What's the average age of an American male?
She's going to look up for it on the internet. She's going to tell you.
The answer is 36 years.
36? What?
Dang!
Did you ask her what the Dark Ages lifespan was? Siri, that can't be right.
36? I'm on borrowed time, bro.
No, we both are. There's no way that's right. That's the Dark Ages, so you can't ask her. You got to ask Google.
Oh, I said average age.
Yeah. So I think that a majority of people who live over 100 are anybody who's over 99. So I'm going to go with that. That's my statistic. But I don't think we're going to get too far over 100. I just don't see it happening. You got to be in a business of curing diseases, and I don't think.
No, they treat the symptoms.
Yeah, I don't think pharmacy companies.
78.69. Nice.
Oh, so it was. I think it was 72 a couple years ago. So at 78, congrats, science. You brought us a few more years.
Canada is 82.
Canada is 80 because it's cold. America's hat. Congratulations. I wonder what the Mexico is. America's pants. How long are they living?
United Kingdom is 81.
The Brits, 81. So, and it's probably we eat a fattier diet.
So, back to what you were talking about with Elon Musk advancing technology and stuff like that. There's another thing that advanced technology, too.
What would that be?
Wars.
I love a war. I love a good war that I don't have to participate or send anyone in my family to.
But, I mean, so, space exploration advances technology, but so does wars. Historically, wars have done that. Now, we're probably pretty close to not being able to do that anymore.
So I'm going to bring something up if I can find it from space. So you're talking about wars. So this week,
space war.
Bam!
Oh, I saw that.
Mysterious radio signals from deep space are detected.
So there's a
dun dun dun.
They also saw some X-ray stuff from space too this week.
Somebody's ribs?
No, like X-ray signals or something.
Okay.
I watched a Veritasium video on YouTube. Check it out. It's a good channel.
I'll check it out. So this week,
check
it out. So this week, the mysterious radio signals coming from deep space have been. They revealed details of mysterious signals emanating from a distant galaxy picked up by a telescope in America's hat, Canada. Good job, Canadians. So that's one thing that I know. I've been into astronomy for years. Love it. Love the stars. Not astrology. Astronomy. So they're always looking for the radio signals in outer space because they're trying to find life in outer space. So do you want to go to another planet and call some kind of alien creep to come busting up your back door? I mean,
heck yeah, I'd love to be a space marine.
I ain't trying to do that. Hey, well, I mean,
I was an Earth Marine. Let me be a space marine.
Our current commander in chief is trying to put together a space force, so we're going to have them before it's over.
I think I'm aged out of that though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, there's really nobody to fight, so it's a good potential you could make it back in. I mean,
fight invisible aliens.
I don't know. So the radio signals from outer space, I don't know how excited to be about that because it's not like a broadcast like, ET, 103 FM. I mean,
no, the thing that I saw on
it's noise. It's
the thing I saw on Veritasium was a star got enveloped by a black hole,
right?
And it sent off some X-ray
screaming signal.
Yeah, it was like long time ago, like 2 billion. I don't know. I watched the video or whatever.
Right. So I mean, I think they're excited by it, but I don't think they think it's actual alien life. They're attributing it to a natural phenomenon, stars and stuff like that. Because I know the pulsating stars, they give off radio waves and things like that. So, I mean, you would think though that if these people believe that there is life in outer space, that we'd have found something by now.
I mean, we found some things on Mars. We found some microscopic little life forms.
So we don't want to call that life. So anyway, I mean,
it's life. It's cellular organism.
Oh man. So we've got eyewitnesses here on Earth.
They got butt probed all the time.
Almost every trailer park, Elvis. At least one or two. Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis and butt probes.
I never heard Elvis got kidnapped by aliens.
Yeah, that's the story. Look it up on the Googles.
Elvis and aliens.
No. Elvis got kidnapped by aliens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what happened to Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac and Biggie.
He's not dead. They're not dead. They're up there.
They're hugging each other,
rapping through the universe. Yeah. I don't think there's aliens out there. I think the reason we hadn't found any is because it's nothing to find.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of. I've always thought it's kind of foolish to believe that what we know as the galaxy and the world, universe, so big, but we're the only ones that.
But I'm the fool. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'm the fool. I'm the fool because I don't believe it. I just don't think there's nothing out there. I think we're just.
You don't think there's nothing out there?
I do not. I think we are by ourselves.
You think there's nothing out there?
I can't give you any information.
No. But you said I don't think there's nothing out there.
Exactly.
No.
I don't know. No, think there nothing there. So
there you go.
I think that clarified it.
At least our people in North Carolina will understand you.
Yeah. So we are in North Carolina.
Ain't no aliens.
Ain't no seen aliens out here. Who's you talking about? Why your fingers stinky?
You mean them Mexicans? Is that what you mean by alien?
No, we're gonna build a wall.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wall.
So anyway, so the people who are complaining about the wall are generally the people who lived in gated communities. Good job, people.
Really, true. That's a good point.
Really like your logic there. So
yeah, but the gate's more of a decorative piece.
I posted that on Facebook today. That what I just said. People who are against the wall live in gated communities, and a friend of mine messaged me and said, "Gay Ted." Gay Ted. He's like, they live in gay Ted communities. I'm like, right. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
It's like Gatorade.
It's pretty funny.
Straighterade. I don't drink Gatorade. I drink Straighterade.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. All right, so anyway, that's been episode 4 of 2 to Offload, 2 to Pick.
We've offended a lot of people.
Brad, man, we've offended nobody because nobody's going to hear this.
That's true.
I mean, if you hear this and you're offended, leave a comment saying how horrible of humans we are.
Watch next episode, see who we offend them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call up them J words, Jews. I'm Jewish, so it's all good.
I'm glad you clarified because I was lost when you said J word.
J word, them what? Jews. So I had a guy call me, and this is a word, kike. I don't know. Yeah.
That's an old school.
Yeah, I had a guy call me that for years. Called me that word.
You had no idea.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I found out what it was, I'm like, I'm offended.
No, there's a movie, School Ties. School Ties with Brendan Fraser, and I think it's Matt Damon, young Matt Damon.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. That's where I heard that word.
Yeah, I've never heard it. So
he tries to hide. He's a Jewish person going to a Catholic school.
Yeah, racist. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, then that's it. I'm Brad Mason,
John Langford,
and we are over and out, and we'll catch you next episode. He didn't say love you. Love you.
Oh.